And we are rolling. We are back, everybody. It is In the Guard 2022. New year, new variant, right?
Officially 3 COVID survivors.
3 COVID survivors in the room. I got the T-shirt for those you can't see it. Fresh off the holiday break. We had a little bit extended break, too, because, again, like we said, we went through the COVID part. We did not spread it through each other. That did not happen. We are far away from each other. Just, right. Uncle COVID's taking over everybody right now. But we are all good. We made it through. I won my fight by first-round knockout. Tony is still working on a split decision right now.
11th day, 12th day, I don't know.
I mean, if you go to Twitter, they're saying they think COVID got robbed. They think COVID won that fight with Tony. He got the split decision, but I don't know. It might be the robbery of the year already.
I don't know. It hit me with the fucking everything but the kitchen sink, and I'm still here.
It's debatable.
All I was doing was just laying on the couch getting between the rounds,
I think
man.
COVID's still here, too, though, so we might, but again, it's debatable. But there's been no fights to talk about, so at least it happened during the time where there was no fights going on, no UFC cards.
I wish there were some fights to watch. I need something to do. I was going crazy, man.
Although,
fifth day, about to lose it.
Got me to focus on other sports, and it paid off for me, crushing. I posted the screenshots on our Twitter, even though it's not MMA stuff. We do other DraftKings stuff, and I hit some nice pots on some NFL showdown slates, so kept me going. But now I'm ready to get back into some fights. We got a card that looked very...
You guys are probably wondering, Mike's asshole is still fucking pretty hairy.
Yeah, we haven't got it yet. We're trying to work on the logistics of how we want to film it, who's going to allow us to film this thing, right? We got to make sure that can happen. It will happen. I'm not going to welch, right? I will pay off my bet. I lost fair and square. And you guys will all have that beautiful footage whenever we find a way to fucking get this done. It's all logistics right now. It's going to happen. It's going to happen first quarter of 2022. I almost said 2010 for some reason. What the fuck? What the? That's CTE.
You sure COVID didn't
that's
have its way with you a little bit?
CTE, no, COVID I beat the fuck out of, but CTE, they're coming. That's getting me. But we do have some good fights. Again, this card, Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikadze, the main event. I think it's Vegas 46. Fight Night $9 was looking really, really, really strong, but we keep losing fights. But we'll start with the main event because
they're saying also known as. Oh wait, this is the wrong one, isn't it?
No, that's it.
No, that's it.
Barboza versus.
That's Barboza.
I was looking at the wrong.
There we
go. A good main event, a really good main event. Although I think it's more one-sided than it seems. So we got Giga, right? The fucking kickboxing.
Giga's just on a roll. He's on a tear. I don't know how Kattar's going to bounce back from that beating.
Well, here's the thing about Calvin Kattar. Who is he really beating? Jeremy Stephens?
Shane Burgos.
Shane Burgos, right? But I think his closest, like Giga's fighting style and technique.
Who did decision before that?
He lost the beat. But
that's no shame.
I think that's the best fight to look at for this fight, though, because it's going to be the similar style.
He lost to Moicano, too.
Right. But there's a beat fight. Everyone gives him credit for that third round, right? And he's like, if it was a 5-round fight, he would have won the fight.
Yeah.
He started slow. Yeah. But on the flip side, was that him starting off slow, or was that the beat just getting tired?
Yeah.
I think it was more the latter. I think the beat was fatiguing, and he was losing his step because he was outstriking him, and he's still... Zabit still landed the same. I wish you wanted to break down this fight, so I went into the UFC stats to find out how that fight went, to go back to, because I figured that's like the most comparable fight that he's had before. And 34 strikes for Zabit in round 1, round 2, 32, and then 30 in round 3. So it wasn't really that he wasn't striking as much, but I don't think he was being as elusive, because that's when Kattar's strikes started good up. Went from 15 to 21 to 44. So I think it's honestly more of a product of Zabit was getting tired, and he's becoming more hittable.
I mean, this could happen, though. It's 5 rounds. Giga does have moments where he does fade. If he doesn't fade, though, I think after that third round, you're going to know. Does it
at last 5 rounds? I know Kattar took the fucking biggest ass whooping ever and did not go out against Max. But those were punches and not fucking kicks to the fucking liver.
Could see a Giga kick.
A Giga kick real fat. Because Kattar's going to stand there and bang with him. He's not going to be loose, and he only really throws hands. Now that people are yelling in the comments, he kicks, and he's an MMA fighter. But if you look at fucking Kattar striking, it's got to be, 75, 80% he's throwing hands, he's boxing?
Well, they all doing that Jim Him font.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know what he's been doing for the last, over a year now. It's almost a year since he fought last. That was early January last year.
And Giga's got all that momentum.
And Giga is looking sharp as fuck. And anybody that's going to stand there and strike with Giga, I lean to Giga. I think he's one of the sharpest strikers. Definitely at featherweight. He's up there with all the elite. He can strike with anybody in that division.
Tapology has...
That's crazy, but it's 82% in favor of Chikadze.
I mean, I will be having some Kattar on my DraftKings lineups for sure, because Kattar can win the fight. He's not out, but if I had to say, I think Giga wins this fight 7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And probably a highlight or finish.
Yeah, I'm
again,
leaning Giga for sure.
Everyone's going to lean on the fact that what Max did. First off, Max doesn't finish people. We know that, right? Max is he's going to beat you up, beat the shit out of you for 5 rounds. And if maybe the doctor will stop it, like with, what's his name? Ortega, right? He technically finished Ortega, but Ortega was ready to go still. And we saw how tough Ortega is against Volkanovski. I think Giga might hit him with a fucking head kick. Again, legs put you out more than hands do. And I think Giga's going to kick his fucking head off.
I think he's going to get the liver kick.
I mean, that could be it. I could see that coming too. And I think Giga wins probably 2nd round knockout.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Oh, God.
This is what I don't want to talk
Why
about.
is this a co-main?
I mean, because everyone's fucking falling off. It was the co-main was supposed to be Pereira and King of Kung Fu, Salikov.
I mean, I'm hoping Jennifer Maia can beat the brakes off
We got
Caitlin
Jennifer Maia.
Chukagian, but
It's
I
not
just
gonna
I
happen.
don't think it's going to happen.
We got Jennifer Maia versus Caitlin Chukagian and 2 flyweights that are in the top 5, but we don't want to see them no more. There's a good crop, like 125 for the women right now.
Lambs already.
Is looking really good in the next 3 to 5 years with your girl Blanchfield. But we got
don't be hating.
But we got O'Neal, Manon. There's a lot of girls in that lower top 10 to top 15 that are making their way to the top. And these kind of fucking the old guard right here that already had their shot at the bullet, already lost at the bullet. I hate to say it out loud, but I think Caitlin Chikadze wins this by decision.
Yeah, it's a point fight.
She pants and grunts and she throws some soft fucking punches, and she ends up, unless Maya can get her fucking hands on her, then it's a different story.
Maya had a good performance against Bullet, but I think something was wrong with Bullet.
She had a really good performance against JoJo.
Yeah.
She had a really good. That's how it got her the fucking shot.
I mean, she can get Chukagian down, but Chukagian, she's used to be with the Dead Hair Death Squad. She's trained with them all the time. I think she can get back up.
And I think that's where it falls. I think Chukagian wins this in a decision. That's not going to be much to talk about the next day. I think this might be my first fucking rant how boring it is for fucking 2022 we're looking at. But yeah, so Chukagian by decision. I think we're both in agreement there.
All right, well then we got Brandon
This will be more
Royval
fun.
and Rogerio Bontaran.
This is going to be a fast-paced flyweight.
So one guy's coming off a win, right? But Bontaran beat Chanel. Did he beat Chanel that last fight?
Bontaran won by knockout, I think, his last fight, yeah?
No, I think decision.
Decision.
Oh,
No.
decision.
Yeah,
Chanel.
decision is now. Then Royval lost his last fight, but it's to Pantoja, right?
Yeah. He
He's
lost his last
fought
2
Pantoja
and the champ.
and Moreno.
Yeah.
And he beat Kaya France.
They fast-tracked him really quick.
We beat Kai Kara France. You get that shot. I mean, France. We saw what Kai France did to fucking Kai Kara France did to.
You're not the only
Cody.
one that fucks up his name. At least you're closer than Cody.
Better than Jingling, right? But I think Royval gets this done by decision. The guy's
I think he subs
jiu-jitsu
him.
is slick. He's fast. His engine is nonstop. He gets sloppy at times, but I don't think Bontaran's the guy that can take.
Bontaran slows down, too.
I don't think he can take advantage of the mistakes that again he lost to Brandon Moreno, who's the champ. Beat Davis and Figueiredo decisively.
It was a
with
fun
submission
fight until he got
a
a shoulder injury or
and
something.
had a tight fucking draw with this guy. So I mean, everybody knows who Brandon fucking Moreno is. And then Pantoja should be the guy fighting Moreno next. Pantoja's right up there on that championship level. So those are not bad losses. Whereas Bontaran again, this is a big lead at 7 versus 70. It's a big jump off. I think that Royval gets this by decision. The only way Bontaran gets this done if Royval puts himself in a bad position because he does get a little wild.
He is hittable.
And he gets wild. And he gets wild till he throws himself out. And who knows with that weird shoulder thing if that's a thing.
Bontaran could knock him out.
Or puts himself in a bad position. Again, like I said, his shoulder just like slipped out against Moreno. It's really weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not a big spread here. Minus 165 plus 140. So, Royval's just a slight favorite.
He's gonna have to keep this fight on the feet. If Bontaran wants to win this fight, he's got to keep him up. He can't let Royval get a hold of him because Royval is like a fucking boa constrictor, and he just wraps himself around you and goes out.
God, we got to watch this next
All
fight
right,
too.
the Vanilla Gorilla,
horses.
Chase Sherman, and Jake Collier, the prototype. He looks like the prototype for something.
Well, we've kind of talked about this before
The
on the
trailer park?
podcast.
The trailer.
Look, he's from you're Cuba, Missouri. He's from your neck of the woods, right? That's where you're coming from, right?
Missouri?
You just hey,
Or Cuba.
I have a feeling that Cuba, Missouri is nothing like actual Cuba.
Yeah, it's probably worse.
I'm just talking about the culture. I'm just talking about the culture, the type of people that live there. The traditions are probably very
I'm
different.
thinking there's a bunch of white going on around.
But Chase Sherman, he used to be kind of a stud, man, a good-looking kid, 180 pounds. And all of a sudden
No,
he said,
that's
I don't
Collier.
give Collier. I mean, I'm sorry, Collier. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he said, I don't give a fuck no more. So at some point.
Well, listen, he's set for a win. He's a win,
He's
loss,
good.
win, loss,
He's
win,
not
loss.
bad.
Collier is skilled. He has middleweight skills because he's really a middleweight. He probably beat. It was a close fight with my boy Philippe, right? Who was it? Parker Porter. Who was the one he came out? He was a shocking.
He knocked out
lost
Porter,
the
didn't he?
Was it?
He decision. Oh, we talking
was it Aspinall
Sherman?
that knocked him out? No, we're looking at Collier. Was it Aspinall that fucked him up?
Yeah, Aspinall knocked him out.
That's
Aspinall
that's
knocked
no
him
shame.
out.
That's no shame whatsoever.
And Devin Clark.
But you see how that's a 205 fight. That's just working his way up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
But what's this fight here that's lost to John Vallon?
Yeah, John Vallon.
That was an ugly fucking
And
two-house fight. But
Fortuna.
he has skills in his hands. He has good volume for a fucking heavyweight because he's not really a heavyweight. He does not have the power to put these guys out. Where Sherman, he does have finishing power, but he has a terrible gas tank.
Yeah.
Terrible gas tank. So this is going to be, does Jake Collier survive the onslaught early because he can be put out? Or does Chase Sherman not get that job done early and Collier steal the decision late?
I'm on the dog at those odds, though. I'm
yeah.
I'm taking Sherman at +105.
Yeah, if I'm playing money down, for sure. If I'm going to go straight pits, this is how the fight goes, right? Chase Sherman early or Jake Collier late.
Yeah.
That's the way I see
Jake
it.
Collier will out-volume him for sure.
Sherman just lost to Parker Porter, and they're very similar style fighters. They're very similar volume strikers. Not going to really put you out. What the fuck is that? Dibberville, Mississippi? What the fuck is that?
Dilberville.
What the fuck is that state? What is that city? The Dilberville. Dilberville.
We're too lazy to draw an eye, but
yeah, we put a little funny little things.
there's a big size difference. Dude, but Collier has a reach advantage. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, Chase Sherman's going to be taller, though. I think he's going to look bigger in that
He's
cage.
at America Top Team in D'Urberville.
Dilberville.
That's one of the satellite schools.
There's like eight people there.
Dan Lambert doesn't even know that one exists.
Well, they're thinking Sherman's the favorite to win this one.
That's pretty heavily skewed, I think. It's closer than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a coin flip. Again, it's if Sherman can get that power established early in that fight. I mean, he could win a decision. It's possible, but I think as that fight progresses, Collier's volume will get him. So, again, Sherman early, Collier late. I lean Sherman.
We got Brito coming off Contender Series, yeah?
Yeah, Brito and
motherfucker's
Algio.
not 26 years
Senor
old.
Perfecto.
Hey, Bill Algio is no slouch, right? Good grappler. He's a tough out. It's a tough debut fight for a guy coming off Contender Series. And I tend to like to fade those favorites off the Contender Series, right? Especially when they're going against a guy who I know can fight. Yeah. And Bill Algio came out
good
and
gas tank.
Broke the slate today against fucking Lamas, right? That one night. He's got a good gas tank, good grappler. He can make this fight ugly, nasty for a guy who's making his UFC actual debut. Again, Brito's got power. He's sloppy though. He is very.
He looks 10 years older, but
he's not 26. He's not.
No way.
There's no fucking way he's 26 years old. He looks older than me.
Yeah, he definitely looks older than Bill. Man,
life's tough in Brazil, man. Fuck. But
Jukebox.
I think Algio muddies the waters. Again, Brito comes out like a fucking bat out of hell. He
gasses out.
And he's sloppy, too. His striking he's got power. Now, he can put somebody out. I don't think he hits that button. I think Algio wins this in an ugly decision.
Yeah, I can see that. +105 is a good buy, too.
I actually laid a little money on fucking Algio, too. So.
He's got his own gym?
I just like the name Algio.
It says he's Algio
MMA and kickboxing. All right.
Brian did not call it Perfecto. That's the second best nickname on this card.
So this is a...
Ugly Man.
No, Ugly Man's a good one.
Ugly Man, 5 wins in a row. Who's Ugly Man?
He's got a big he's a big, strong dude. Likes to get a lot of submission. I was watching him grappling against Jamie Pickett, who's really just there.
Yeah.
Like, he's not terrible. He doesn't have a lot of power. Not a great grappler.
God, this guy's as big as he is.
Nightwolf has, I think, I was looking at those numbers, like 3 or 4 submission victories. I kind of like Joseph Holmes in this fight, making his debut to come in there. He is the favorite, which I'm shocked because, again, this guy has fought in like all YouTube fights. Like, it's hard to find good footage of what he's fought at. Yeah. But he is.
Yeah, where's his fights been taking place at? These 5 fights.
LFA.
You have to click his name, Jody.
I think it was LFA. I think he has a LFA fight. Where was it?
Looks like he got boxing gloves on there.
Kickboxing, right?
All right.
Yeah. Fury. Contender Series.
Contender.
LFA. So he's got some decent Bellator. Yeah. Okay.
Again, submission. He's got tons of submission victories. And Pickett is
Can he get Pickett down?
Yeah, I think he can. I mean,
Pickett's Pickett's a decent grappler. He
doesn't do anything terrible. He doesn't do anything great either.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's kind of just there. He's tough to knock out, but again, subs are much different. I think if he can get this fight to the ground, he gets a submission victory versus Pickett.
Yeah, I don't know much about Joseph Holmes. Who was Pickett supposed to fight?
I don't know.
Somebody else?
Was it on there?
Here.
Go to the card. I don't think so.
Brawlio.
Oh,
Chow Barajo. I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the flip side of these fucking.
He's the natural.
On the flip side of kind of looks like fucking Leo Machida, right?
Costa
Machida.
Yeah.
I love these short notice replacement guys from the fucking indie circuit. I love to play them, and I think I'm gonna stick with that and go with Joseph Holmes in this fight. This is one we kind of talked about before we went on air.
That was the main of the prelim.
Okay.
Everything's thrown out of whack because there's so many fights falling off this card.
This is an interesting one to me. Brahimaj and McGee. McGee's the favorite. Never been finished.
Never been finished.
And
he probably does not. Brahimaj famous for getting his ear fucking ripped off in cage.
Yeah.
But I also came back and he did.
That's a lot of talent, a lot of skill.
World class grappler, like one of the best. He can grapple with anybody out there.
Win loss.
Did not do that his first fight. No. He wanted to stand with Max Griffin, and that's why he got his ear fucking cut off. However, he came back. Who's he work with? Is it Saif Saud or is it Krause?
Fortis. Saud.
Came back with a game plan that last fight, and he fucking smothered his guy. Who did he choke out in his last?
Brahimaj. Palatnikov.
Yeah.
Palatnikov fucking swarmed him and just put him to the fucking bed.
Well, I think if Court can keep this standing, can he outpoint him? Can he do enough?
A 37-year-old fighter.
I mean, his last few losses aren't bad. Who's it? Condit. He lost to Condit. He lost to Brady. Sean Brady. He didn't get finished. Brady didn't finish him.
Brady's not a bad one, but I could see Brahimaj doing what Brady did to him and grapple fucking him for 3 rounds. I lean Brahimaj in this fight, especially as a fucking underdog.
The youth.
Give me that. He's the youth factor, and he's not a bum like this. Brahimaj has he could have a huge future at welterweight again with that grappling background. Is if he sticks to the game plan, he doesn't again. He wanted to stand and bang with Max Payne for some fucking reason, and it cost him his fucking ear. If he actually sits there and installs his grappling, I think he outgrapples Court McGee and he wins the decision.
I think he wins too. I think it's a close fight though.
Yeah, because it's gonna be all grappling.
Yeah.
All right,
another fun one.
Brown,
Downtown TJ Brown.
I'm curious what you're gonna think about this one.
Mowgli, man, I'm going with TJ.
All right, first kind of debate on this one. I'm a fan of Mowgli coming out of AKA, right?
Yeah, he's a minus 190 favorite.
Yeah,
Benitez.
I mean, Mowgli infamous enough for those back leg kicks, right?
Yeah.
Throws those out of nowhere. Kind of an up and down fighter, but I mean, so is Downtown Brown. Who did he just beat? TJ Brown beat
And he had that close
Laramie,
loss. Actually, I think Kamaka beat him,
had that fight. He's basically that's right. Kamaka lost his fucking job because of that fight too. Kamaka's fighting with the PFL now, or something. He's fighting somewhere else now, or Bellator.
Yeah,
somewhere. I think that Mowgli gets this done. He's gonna be what's the size? I think he's gonna be bigger than TJ Brown. He's big for that fucking weight class.
5'8".
They're about the same
TJ
height.
Brown's a big dude.
Yeah.
Because I usually when fucking Mowgli walks in that cage, he looks bigger than everybody.
I just feel like the line's a little bit wide. Minus 190 for Benitez.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't bet him, but if we're picking heads-up picks, I think Mowgli gets this done. It's not like, I mean, TJ Brown, again, in my books, on a 3-fight losing streak, Mowgli's been up and down, but I think he can get this done. Better team, too. He's working with AKA. He's working with, what's his name? Mendez? No, what the fuck? Javier.
AKA?
Yeah. The fucking Khabib's coach.
Yeah. Harry Bush.
Here's the best name on the fucking card. Dakota Harry Bush. The name.
But against Slava Claus.
Slava Claus is an interesting guy. We'll talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, that's a cool name, dude.
UFC, though. We got to talk. UFC refused to call him Harry Bush.
Yeah.
They don't do it. They will not say it. And I just want to make sure I say it enough on this fucking podcast, so maybe it'll get out there. People know his name.
I feel like it supports.
He's also from Cuba, Missouri.
Cuba, Missouri. Again, like I said, it does not look anything like the actual Cuba.
What's going on in Cuba, Missouri down there?
Man, no jet. He just fucking fights in the fucking Ozarks.
Man,
he trains in the fucking Ozarks. Harry Bush, a wrestler, former LFA lightweight champion. Fun fact. I know he was at Austin Hubbard his last fight.
Who?
Bush. Yeah.
Austin Hubbard. It was a tough one. Hubbard definitely won, but Bush was in that fight. Bush was in there giving his all as a leg. He's like a last second replacement. Again, mostly heavy wrestling style versus Slava, who is a striker but is working out of Top Team. Not Top Team, fucking Alpha Male. Alpha Male, yeah. With he was just on the Contender Series. I actually watched him fight in the Contender Series, and he looked fucking vicious in that Contender Series fight. Put out left hook really quick, fast. I like Slava. His striking is top notch, and if he's getting the grappling coaching from them at Alpha Male, could really be a sick combination for that.
He's Russian.
Lightweight.
His last name ends in a V.
It don't matter. He is was if you watch his early stuff, his grappling was pretty sucks. But he working with Alpha Male. I think Slava gets this fucking done because I don't think Bush has a way to fucking. I mean, Bush is gonna have to lay and pray to win this fight. Because if it goes on the fucking feet, Borashkov is gonna fucking destroy him. He is fucking lethal.
All right,
Sleeper for fight of the night, right?
Brian Boom.
2 more fights. Kelleher and
Saeed Kakrakhmanikov.
So you said he was a big underdog in his last fight, right?
Yeah, he made his debut. I actually
he missed weight. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he won 38.
this
Kelleher
one.
beat Pilarte.
Trevin
Jones.
Jones.
That's impressive.
He finished him too. He beat the fuck out of him for 2 rounds. In the third round, he choked him out.
That's
I think he
impressive.
darsed him. But Trevin Jones, he came in, made his debut. I was really high on the kid. Guillotine.
Yeah. He's
I was
much
really
bigger.
high on the kid coming here. I was big on him in DraftKings. That's why I remember him so fucking well because he won me some fucking money. But he also has a good. If you look at his regional resume, he's got some good fights on there.
He's a bigger guy too. 5'8". He's gonna be much bigger than
Askar. When Umar Nurmagomedov lost by decision to Umar. Like he's fought some good fucking guys on there. Did I say John Dodson? No, John Durham. Yeah, that's one that's the guy. Umar. He took Umar to decision. Umar, the cousin of Kazid. That's a cool name, Pipe Vargas. But Oscar, who's in the top 10 in the UFC right now at what bantamweight? He's a big dude.
the same person?
Yeah.
Askarov?
I think Askarov is the. I think it's the same guy. Yeah. Click on that guy's name real quick. Just the word.
Askar.
AK-47.
That's a different guy.
Oh, it is.
Askarov is the one that's fighting. Who's he fighting?
He's
Cara
in
France.
flyweight.
Well, this Askar is from Chicago.
Yeah, look at that. AK-47.
Must be Akua Bilal.
Yeah.
But anyway, he did definitely fight Umar, who's probably better than anybody that Kelleher has fight.
I think he'll beat Kelleher.
Kelleher's got hands, right? He has power in his hands that can end this fight at any time, and he's a fucking sick ass guillotine. He's got a fucking tight guillotine choke, some good wrestling. But Kelleher's kind of one of those guys that as they get older, they don't like to wrestle no more. And he wants to stand there and bang. And I think Saeed's gonna be too quick for him. He's quick,
I think
sharp.
Saeed wins.
Yeah, I think he gets it done as well.
And
You know who I'm going with this one.
Your cousin?
Yeah, man. We got my cousin, Little Monster, Vanessa Demopoulos. Shout out, cuz. Versus Savannah Goma Juarez, who we might remember got smoked by fucking Lupe.
Yeah, she got beat by Lupe.
Seconds.
She was a last minute replacement, though.
Yeah, so was Vanessa in her last fight, though.
She gets a camp here. Let's see.
No, I think this was just a replacement, too. She's the last second replacement again.
She's a last minute replacement?
Yeah, she was supposed to fight Yoder. Vanessa was supposed to fight Yoder. I know all the family drama.
Damn.
But yeah. Coming out fight ready out in Arizona with Henry Cejudo. Vanessa is a grappler. She's small.
She's younger.
She's really an atomweight. Right, there's no atomweight division in the UFC.
Yet.
She fights at one. I don't think they're going to get it.
There's a lot of good talent for atomweight around the world, though.
Gomez Juarez is 114.
Right. Yeah, this is like what are they fighting? They're fighting at what weight are they fighting?
Straw weight, yeah.
115.
Yeah, it's 115.
You gotta come down.
She don't look 37. Damn.
Yeah, I think this Vanessa Demopoulos is a grappler. She's a submission type fight. I think she gets a sub very similar to the way Lupe got Juarez, and then she wins this fight.
So they got it even, minus 110.
Yeah, because neither one's ever gonna be fucking making waves in the title pictures. This is pretty low level. Arm bar from guard all day. That's what this is all about right now. Arm bar from guard start the night. One of them's gonna get it.
Fight ready.
One of these, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Vanessa. She's
got a lot of,
yeah, she's got a lot of circuit experience.
She's taller
too.
than Cejudo.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't she LFA champion too?
Yeah, she's got like LFA experience and a bunch of other shit. So
she's fought some. I don't know what the fuck I saw. That's a pussy monster. It's a little monster.
Dude, her vein. Jesus.
Yeah, man. That's
that thing might bite it off. Get it back.
She got teeth. She fought Lupe. She lost the decision. Lupe butt split. Corey McKenna, Sam Hughes. She's fought some good some UFC level competition. She lost.
She lost to Cheyenne.
Caitlyn. She lost to Caitlyn. She's the only person ever to get knocked out by Caitlyn Chikadze.
Wow.
She beat Cheyenne Bice though.
Yeah, she did.
So she's got some wins on her belt. She's not that bad. I think she's small.
Yeah.
I think her
but she's small too. This other chick.
Right. Yeah, I think that's in the Mopos because again most likely by submission.
Get VD.
It's just nice to see that name on TV. You don't see that much when you got a name like that. Yeah. Like, names like Jones or Smith. Like, oh, that's my shit. Miller, you're good, right? I don't see too many fucking Demopolises.
That's probably the first time I've ever seen it, other than yours.
There was a coach in the NBA. He used to have the names. Again, you remember them. He was an assistant coach for the Blazers at one point. Dean Demopolis.
She was supposed to fight Yoder.
Yeah, Yoder. Yeah. But man, we lost Joaquin Butley, Al Hassan. That would have been amazing. Rodriguez and Adeshev would have been amazing. Even Jasmine and Kay Hansen would have been fun.
Tony Barcelo. There's a lot of good forwards.
Pereira and Muslim Salikov. Again, there are some great. This is going to be a really good card to start the year. And we got left with the bones.
Listen, I still think there's a possibility of one or two of these fights actually don't happen.
Oh man. Yeah, we all know what's going on right now, right?
Well, so who's our lock of the night?
This card, I think I would go with. Man, oh man, it's hard to fucking hitch myself to any one of these wagons.
Give me Caitlyn Chikadze.
That's probably a good one. I am going to go with Giga. Giga Kick. Giga Kick, too. I think he has more tools. The other one I would lean is Royval, but I think I'm going to go Giga. I think he's just got way more tools. It's going to be a stand-up fight, and he's a better stand-up fighter than Kattar is.
Well, we haven't discussed what our punishment is going to be at the end of the year for picks of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the ass wax
I think we should honestly this year do quarters. Do it quarterly.
No, what?
That way there's more fucking content, bro. We need content.
Listen, I'm down
keeps
for
the game
whatever.
fresh.
We got to bring Jody into this, though.
You don't think listen, we're not saying you get your ass whacked quarterly. Like, you can't do the same fucking gag.
Listen, I don't know these fighters nearly the way that you guys do. I need a handicap.
There's still some we've only saw a fight one time. Like, there's a ton I don't know on this card.
But I think it's gonna make it more fun, right? It's easier to keep fucking track of.
I can't remember shit. I'm a stoner, man. I can't we talk about fighters and we've talked about them 3 or 4 times.
At least every 4 months.
Who they are.
Like April will do a punishment.
I feel like twice a year,
or we'll do half
July.
Because I think it'll be more fun. It'll be again more content. That's what we want. We want content, right? We need that shit. And let's keep it going that way. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Well, if you guys got listeners have suggestions,
we're not gonna do it by the end of this month, end of this card. So yeah, listener suggestions for sure.
Right. Yeah, because we could get to June or whatever, and then one of you is up or down by 15 fights or something like that. Then it's like, you're coasting for the rest of the time. We
should have like a goose like a golden egg fight or something like kind of how we do lock of the nights. Well, this one's worth 5 picks for me to come back.
No, not only that.
I can lose 5 picks.
But
like a game,
we can
5
do
picks.
to kind of counteract that, especially if we
get 1 or like 2 on the year, 1 on the year.
Especially because so we don't have to I don't have to pick people I really don't want. You don't have to pick people you don't want to try to win. We can do confidence pool. So like you have 10 fights in the card. The person you're most confident in, you put 10 points on that one. The person you're least confident in, you put 1 point in, and then at the end of you get that many points for the fucking card, and then you move on that, and then we could do it that way.
That or like if you pick a heavy underdog is worth more points. If that person wins.
So if I like a guy like you,
Nunes lost. If you had picked what's her name,
she's worth 100 points.
Yeah, right. That's the pick of the year.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a way. We're gonna keep our picks, keep track of them.
Yeah, you're keeping track. All right, let's move on to the. It's been a couple weeks, but there's been a lot of news,
fights announcements,
all kinds of
cancellations,
stuff, all that stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. I thought
that's a fun one too.
Yeah, Ankalaev and Santos. Is it crazy to think that there might be all Russian quite a bit of Russian champions from that Dagestan area in this year? Jan, Ankalaev.
Take out Usman.
Is Jan from Dagestan?
No, he's Russian. But like Russian champions.
A big fucking country.
Yeah. But you could get Ankalaev. You could get Hamzat. You could have
all the
Hamzat's not going to get to the title fight by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Hamzat's not going to get a title fight by this year.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Ankalaev wins this fight.
I do
Santos.
too.
I think he beats. I think Santos is on his way out.
Santos is so gun shy now.
Yeah.
I was so bummed out with that fucking
He's
Johnny Walker fight.
He's got a lot of
That's
stuff
a fight we
going
want to talk
on.
about too. The Johnny Walker and Span.
Which could be motivation, but I think most of the
Or
time it kind
Jamal
of just takes away from training. You got a lot more responsibilities.
Ankalaev was like a fucking monster his last fight
Yeah.
against fucking Ozdemir. He fucking made, and Ozdemir's a world class fighter,
Yeah.
and he just fucking made him look
Ankalaev
like a
is
fucking
good.
scrub.
He's really
good. And again, he will be in that title picture. But again, that light heavyweight's starting to get a little crowded at the top. You know, it's been kind of a fucking dull division for a while. Yeah, we got. I'm not even talking about like Glover being that, but if you the Gearys and the Rackets, you got Ankalaev coming up.
I think
there.
he can hang with them.
You got Jamal Hill, who's a factor. There's some good fighters in that division.
We've seen Ankalaev's pretty well rounded too.
Right, absolutely.
They can do it all.
And I think, it really seems like Santos shot his all in that Jones fight. Once those knees went out, he gave the fight. He got the split decision against the fucking greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah.
And then whether you come back after that, you know?
And he's, he fought a lot at 185.
Got a
so
baby coming.
Can he hang with the biggest of the light heavyweight division? Got a baby coming.
Yeah. He did sign a 4-fight deal, though, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he just signed a 4-fight deal. I think all UFC fights are at least 4. But I think Ankalaev gets this done. He's looking fucking.
Yeah.
Again, he very well could be in that championship picture, but again, I can also see fucking Jan putting his fucking to sleep too.
Yeah.
I mean, those big boys hit hard.
All right, let's keep rolling here. JDS concerns fan before boxing debut.
Yeah, he's fighting.
His first match is Pulev.
Man,
Pulev just beat the shit out of Frank Mir, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Frank Mir has never been the best fucking striker either.
I still
JDS will do better than Frank Mir.
For sure.
I still think Pulev probably
He's still in
wins.
great shape, JDS. He isn't. He's not like slacking on his training. He's ripped. He's shredded.
Yeah, but hasn't he gotten knocked out the last couple fights too?
Yeah.
MMA.
He actually did touch up Gon a little bit though. He actually put some fucking hits
and
on
it was
Cyril
questionable to finish, right? He said he got hit in the back of the elbow, which he did.
He did. I mean, I think Pulev probably wins the fight, but I don't think he's going to get fucking iced. I don't think
He has wins against
find
Derek
out.
Lewis and Stipe.
He's got great hands. He's got great hands. Like he's at the, when it was him and Kane at the top, it was always he's the best MMA boxer, right? He was always the.
Yeah, he had scary power.
Now everybody wants to say they're the best MMA boxer, but he was for the longest. He was sharp. I mean, I'm not against this.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do better than Frank Mir did.
Well, yes.
He has
For
to.
sure.
Yes.
But Frank Mir is a fucking jiu-jitsu fighter.
Yeah.
Like, why is this guy in a boxing? I mean, obviously, Triad's supposed to be like that hybrid fight, but like he's a grappler. If you take away his, it's like fucking the same thing as throwing.
Is this gonna be a triad thing?
Yeah, it's a Triad fight.
Oh my god.
You throw a. Hey, I don't hate Triad. At least it's something different.
I mean,
The
I
ring-
get stuck in that corner.
The ring is terrible. The ring is questionable, maybe. But
That's the
whole
triangle
concept-
shit, yeah?
Yeah, but I think Zagano has a shot. I mean, fucking Anderson Silva beat what's his name? The fucking son of the legend.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. He's like the greatest boxer of all time when I was a kid. Fucking what is his name? Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Chavez Jr.
So I'm for it. Hey, if he feels ready, hey man, if Tyron Woodley can go out there and fucking get iced, he can go and get iced. All right.
Well, right. JDS is probably going to make $1 million on the deal when if his last 10 fights, he probably
What
didn't
the
make that
fuck
much
is?
money.
Amanda Nunes is Chuck Liddell minus the penis.
What the fuck?
Well,
Bruce
let's see
Buffer
what
said
we got
this?
here.
From 2017.
Oh, from the archives.
That's still pretty recent. To say
Bruce
something like that.
Buffer, Amanda Nunes is Chuck Liddell minus the penis. Coming from Bruce Buffer, surprising.
It's time. So wait. Go back. I saw something very funny right there. In the case of Man News, who's like Chuck Liddell with a clitoris. Like, minus the penis. Fucking Bruce. Bruce probably fucking parties.
Yeah.
2017.
Coke.
You ever watch like Burt Wonderstone? I picture that's what Bruce Buffer's house is like, with that big fucking giant bed. He has a little fucking
What the hell is
a
that?
station you take fucking pictures. You have to sign a long contract to fuck. I think what the fuck.
That's what I said. What the fuck is that?
That's Amanda Nunes' clit.
Yeah, it's her penis.
What supplements?
That's why Nina Nunes is very happy.
Eggshells? What is that?
I don't fucking know.
All right.
I don't fucking know.
Now I'm fucked. I clicked the link that has the word penis in the title. And
Yeah. Now you're gonna get spammed with all this penis shit.
The algorithm got
Need a bigger dick.
Yeah. My theory is that Bruce Buffer's is really what they modeled the life of Burt Wonderstone under, his house in fucking Vegas, his big ass fucking penthouse in some fucking hotel and all that shit. But yeah, let's fucking.
We digress. We got a little sidetracked.
I saw the word penis. And I got excited. I see a little penis.
You guys may have seen Jake Paul.
I've seen a lot of
throwing some
Jake
kicks.
Paul shit.
He's throwing some kicks here. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you feel about these kicks?
I mean,
first off, that's not the first time he's trained doing kicks. For one, that is definitely not day one type kicking. The way he's bouncing around, his balance is there. That is not it. I'm sorry. You're a decent athlete, Jake Paul, but you're not doing that the first time you go through those kicks. Second, I mean, so what? You're kicking a fucking bag.
Yeah. It's a whole different when you're in there.
And someone just takes a shot on you.
And so somebody checks it.
Or someone kicks your fucking leg or catches your shit and throws you to the floor and you're on your back. What do you do when you're on your back?
Scott Coker already confirmed he'd be more than happy to welcome Paul into Bellator.
Well, no, but then he'll also have to fight somebody his size.
Yeah.
When are you going to do that, Jake Paul?
We'll see how much does he have on Woodley, like 20 pounds?
Yeah, he's walking in like 200 pounds.
He'll cut. So what happens? Jake Paul comes into the UFC, fights in UFC, and wins. What happens?
Who's he going to beat?
It's not going to happen.
I mean, he's going to fight a puncher, not a fucking
He's going to fight a middleweight, right? Put him against Alex Pereira.
God.
I mean, he's not going to want to fight. He's going to want to fight.
He's not going to cut weight to get down to 170 to fight the guys he wants to fight.
But do you think if he comes in MMA, there's some kind of behind the curtain deal, no takedown, don't grapple me?
Absolutely not. Dana White wants to fucking destroy this guy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Dana White sent fucking Randy Couture after James Toney.
Yeah.
So what do you think they're going to do for this guy? You can tell who he likes. He likes CM Punk, so he gave him some fucking kind of scrub, kind of soft competition. He's not giving Jake Paul the CM Punk treatment. He's sending a guy like that in to fucking fight him. Or what's that, talking about Dagestan, that Russian dude was on fucking Contender Series. They're sending him to go fight Jake Paul.
I can't imagine him fighting anybody in the top 15.
Give him Izzy. Give him fucking
I was thinking
Izzy.
just Whitaker. Whitaker would fucking kill him.
Anybody. Give him Till.
Brunson. Give him blonde Brunson.
Oh, Brunson. Shabazian fucks him up.
Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Tony
Ferguson would fuck him up, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just about
he's much bigger than Ferguson. I don't know.
Still, I don't give a fuck. How's he going to beat Ferguson?
So what's Paul weigh? Jake Paul?
At least 190. So he's middleweight.
Naturally, he just walks around at 190.
Exactly. And also,
or something like that.
Arlovsky would fucking kill him.
Or he'd fight somebody. Give him like Paul Craig, and Paul Craig fucking breaks his fucking arm. Because he'd be a light heavyweight in UFC.
Give him GM3.
Another guy. He's never cut weight. He'd have to go in USADA if he goes to the UFC.
Yeah.
He'd have to be part of the USADA pool. And there's a lot of he did not deny that he did steroids when Dana White did the whole thing. Right. He countered with a different offer. He didn't say I'm not on steroids. Test me. Right. He came back with a different offer. So I don't
think he's on steroids.
I think he is.
You think so? He doesn't look like he's really on steroids.
First off, that means nothing.
He's
Lance Armstrong did not look like he's on
steroids. True, I guess. Yeah.
I could see him doing steroids. I actually think he did come back and say you can test me. If you pay race fighter pay,
and I can get all this shit out of my system. He's not going to be USADA at 2 a.m. They call him up, take a piss sample. That's what they do to fucking people. I mean, that's why Vanderlei can't fight anymore because he ran away.
Listen, do we put Jake Paul on the Contender Series?
And he gets lost. He loses.
Yeah,
he fucking gets fucking put out. There's good MMA fighters that get knocked out in the Contender Series. You know, He's toying. Again, it's real easy to kick a fucking bag, to kick a pass.
Yeah, you could probably learn if you're athletic, you can learn that in a week.
And it just goes to show that his interest is waning. 68,000 pay-per-views was it?
Yeah, nobody watched that fucking.
So he's trying to figure out how can I get people to want to watch me again. Nobody cares no more about you, Jake Paul, and you're fucking holding on.
By the way, UFC just raised their pay-per-view prices to what?
$74.99.
$74.99.
What is it? What was it before that?
Dude, I remember it was like 54.
I mean, I buy all of them, but I still don't realize.
They were 54 like 2 or 3 years ago. Now they're $20 increase.
Plus the over the top of ESPN Plus.
Right, that's what they're saying. Like if you want to be an MMA watcher, it costs you like $1,100 a year between ESPN.
If you watch the pay-per-views, but there's fucking a shit ton of fucking fights that are not on fucking pay-per-view. Yeah. You can argue that, and there's good ones. There's a lot of good cards that aren't on fucking pay-per-view. He gave that fucking Yan card away.
Yeah.
The Yan card. But yeah, I mean, that is fucked up, though.
70, that's a lot of money.
Well, listen, we'll see what happens with Jake Paul. I don't know,
it's
he
more than I
fights
get paid
Nate
for a full
Diaz,
class.
or he fights.
He might set himself up like an MMA fight that he has total control over.
Right.
And his own promotion. And then he had fucking Amanda Serrano calling out fucking Bullet. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. She's like, I'll fight her. Like, she in an MMA, in a boxing match, yeah, you got that probably. But you start involving that full fucking mixed martial arts, Valentino's going to fucking light you up. Shut up.
Well, so we heard that Holloway's out with an injury.
This is interesting.
Volkanovski. What do we think about Korean Zombie? Because he just lost to Hamza, right?
No.
No, you're saying Mike is no longer the most racist on the card.
They all look the same. No, that was Jiggling.
Jiggling.
Zombie just won his fight against Ige. What's his last fight? Was it?
Jody's like, no. I think it'll be a fun fight.
I mean, it makes sense. If you look at the rankings, do we have the rankings? I tab up, Jody?
Where's the beat? When's he coming back?
The beat's fat as fuck right now, man. He's probably like 145. Fuck that.
Up there, Jody.
Go up
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, Zombie, Yair just lost, or take this loss. Zombie makes sense.
Yeah.
If you only one close there is Emmett.
Yeah. Yair is probably damaged as fuck.
Although, if Giga does something fucking amazing in this fight, some highlight reel knockout or some shit, you could see Giga
if he
get
finishes
that fight.
Kattar, I think they should give it to him.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I see why Zombie should step up. I mean, logistically, he's right there.
Yeah.
Can we set up an Emmett and Arnold Allen fight? Little matchmaking on it. Yeah, but I mean, he's next in line. Yeah, you can't run back Ortega. What if fucking Zombie ends up beating him? And then,
that would be
Max
fucking
come back and beat Zombie.
If Zombie beats fucking Volkanovski,
it's not impossible. It's not even close to being impossible.
I mean, Ortega almost did it.
That's a close fight. That's a close fight. Zombie is a fucking legit fucking fighter.
Henry Cejudo said he'd jump in too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I saw it on Twitter. Somebody said like, "Yeah, so you can fucking retire again." Like, who do you think you are, a GSP? Like, you're just gonna come back, win a title, and disappear again? I don't think Cejudo. Although Cejudo's got a shot against Volkanovski.
Yeah, I think
because of the height size. But if you get the
if he can get him down.
Oh, he can get him down.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's a fucking
keep
Olympic
him down,
medalist.
though. Fucking Volkanovski's a fucking machine, man.
Yeah, but that's an Olympic gold medalist, dude.
Getting him down and keeping him down, two different things.
Man.
Ortega choked him 3 times and did not as successfully.
But I'm not talking about choking him. I'm talking about this fucking pressure, top pressure, ground and pressure, keeping him on that ground.
I just think Volk's going to be
position.
bigger and stronger than Cejudo. Like, yeah, Cejudo gets him down, they can keep him down.
Is he that much bigger?
I think Volkanovski might knock him out.
They're like the same fucking height. They're both fucking short as fuck.
Well, I think Volk's like 5'6".
That fight against Ortega just like solidified some stuff in my mind about Volkanovski. Like,
you're not gonna fuck. You're gonna take his life to take the fucking title from him. Don't get me wrong, but he also can get. If you're on your back, you're losing.
And he stood with Max. Like, yeah, I mean, he didn't win that second fight in my opinion, but I don't think
he didn't win either of those fucking fights.
I don't think Cejudo's gonna outpoint him on the feet.
No.
Especially after we've seen Dominic Cruz survive. Like, Cejudo never finished Cruz. That was an early stoppage.
He never finished anybody. Who do you finish Cejudo? TJ?
Yeah, TJ.
TJ, who fucking never should have cut that weight to get down there, fuck up his whole life. But I mean, yeah. The thing about Volkanovski, like, there's not like one particular thing he does really, really good, right? Yeah. There's nothing to hold your hat on with him. Like, he's gonna do this. He's fucking well-rounded. He's tough as fucking nails. He's got really good leg kicks, right? Really good kind of kickboxing thing. Obviously, city kickboxing, right? Training up there. But Zombie, man, I don't know. He's a strange puzzle to fucking crack, right? I'm in it. And Cejudo, I'd rather see Cejudo fuck around with the bantam and flyweights anyway, though. I don't think he wants to cut weight no more, though.
No.
That's his real thing. If Cejudo does come back and beat Alexander Volkanovski, he starts taking that GOAT status, though. Three weight classes and a fucking gold medal to go with that, too.
Yeah.
Like, he starts to move everybody off to the side, and he beats some legit fucking people, too, to get those titles. Fucking Mighty Mouse, TJ, and Volkanovski to get those titles, It don't get better than that. It don't get better than that at all. Yeah, but still, I mean, the featherweight division is so fun. You can put any one of those top 10 people against Volk and I'd be happy. They're all fucking legit.
Let's keep rolling. RDA.
This is an interesting
fight. February 19th.
This is classic MMA right here, right?
Yeah.
The Rafael battles, 155. We got one of the fucking slickest strikers in mixed martial arts. One of my favorite fighters there is Rafael Fiziev versus one of the most legit grapplers, right? Rafael Dos Anjos fighting at his true weight at 155.
You think RDA has decent enough hands to hang and get him to the ground?
I mean,
I think he can get him down.
That's the game. That's what the fight is, right? Do I keep this thing on my feet?
You think Dos Anjos has more tools to win? But I think Fiziev is better at one particular thing.
Fiziev's like a better version of your boy Jan.
Yeah.
He's a better striker than Jan is, and he's good at avoiding getting taken down. He's not like a great world-class wrestler, but he's good at keeping that fight on his feet.
Well, I think Riddell got him down, once?
Yeah, and he got back up.
Yeah.
Bobby Green, I think, got him down once, too, and he got back up, which was a great fight. Fiziev is fucking slick with his striking, Tiger Muay Thai striking coach, right? That's as tough as it gets. He fucking
how much is RDA going to show his age? That's what I want to know.
And he's been out a long time.
And injuries.
He lost the one judge against Felder.
And the thing is, it's like he's been banking on money. Was it?
I said one judge said he lost to Felder. But
did we ever figure out who that judge was?
I think it was fucking Chris Lee.
The one that said I beat COVID.
It's either that, Chris Lee, or fucking Adelaide Bird. Two fucking worse. But this is like fucking straight out of year 2000 MMA, the striker versus grappler. I'm really high on Rafael Fiziev, and I think he fucking able to keep this up long enough, and he lands a big one.
I'm gonna lean with RDA because he just has more tools. But I think if Fiziev beats RDA, he's shown me enough. He's beat Green. He's beat RDA. He can hang with the well-rounded mixed martial artists.
Trying to put his guy in a
He's already beat another guy that's almost close to technically.
Is this the main event? Oh, it is headliner.
Yeah, it's 5 rounds.
Oh yeah, he wins this one. It's time to start putting him on pay-per-view.
Yeah. This proves it to me. But I think RDA is going to get it done. His grittiness, his experience.
I don't hate that.
He might sub him. I don't know.
This could be my fucking bias as a fan.
Because Fiziev slows down a little bit, especially 3rd, 4th round.
I don't think this goes the distance.
I mean, he went the distance with Riddell. He went the distance with Green. He went the distance.
Coming back.
He hasn't knocked out anybody since
escape that headline.
Speaking of not going the distance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The 100. Put your house on. This does not go the distance. Bam Bam Shuey Tuivasa.
I don't think we're seeing a Shuey.
Derek Lewis. Yeah, I don't either.
Wait, you guys better have enjoyed the last one.
Derek Lewis to do a Shuey at the end.
Dude, he will. I don't see him do one out of his cup.
No, man, I ain't doing that. He'll be like, no, I ain't doing that bullshit.
And he eats some chicken feet.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a fucking, if you love fucking big boys beating the shit out of each other, this is your fight. Over 1.5?
Dude, I don't think so.
That's a bet I might look at. Because there's Lewis has gone over 1.5 a lot.
Well, so this is the Izzy Whittaker.
Yeah, but those are with guys that he's like tentative with.
He might be tentative with Tuivasa. He knows Tuivasa can hurt. Tuivasa can hurt Derek Lewis.
He can, but this is Derek Lewis's fight.
He was tentative with fucking Olenek. Him and a British Bulldog choke.
What goddamn British Bulldog choke.
But this is, I think that Derek Lewis gets this done. Bam Bam is sharp. Has better all-around striker, but fucking Derek Lewis just takes one strike to end the fucking fight. And Tuivasa is not elusive.
Yeah.
Like Cyril, if you can move, we were talking about it before we started recording. Volkov, Cyril Gane, those type of strikers, they were able to fucking stay away from him. If you're a great grappler like Daniel Cormier, you can take Derek Lewis out of this fight. But if you're just gonna stand in front of him and bang, he is gonna fucking put you out.
Yeah.
And even sometimes you can be a good grappler, Curtis Blades.
We even see the strikers that elude him. You know, Volkov did it for what, 2.5 rounds and gets starched.
But that's not Bam Bam style. He's gonna stand there and trade. That's what he wants to do, and that's a bad idea. Versus Derek Lewis.
I'm not going against Derek Lewis.
Like, no.
Not in this fight.
And again, we also talked this, like, when
I might throw $20 on Tuivasa if he's a plus
as much money as Lewis has won you. Come on, Jody.
No, I mean, I agree. I think the money is...
What I might do is I might do Lewis by knockout, but also do over 1.5. That
I might do Lewis first round knockout at plus 300.
That shit might be minus.
That one might be minus.
That might be minus 110 or something like that. Yeah, because Bam Bam got hit by Hardy, and Hardy rocked Bam Bam like that Greg Hardy fight. So I don't. If he does beat Bam Bam, can we get fucking Derek Lewis versus Greg Hardy, please?
Greg Hardy has to beat Olenek first.
Wouldn't it have been a better idea for Tuivasa to fight Dawkins? You know,
something like that. You would think, but
I mean, let's look at the rankings. Did Bam Bam get in the rankings that win? Because he wasn't going in heavyweights. There we go. Yeah, he's number 11.
Number 11, yeah.
Tybora, Shamil Abdurakhmanov. Right, those are guys that I think he.
Well, Tybora's fighting.
Shamil just got fucked up by Dawkins.
Who is he's fighting somebody? They just booked it.
Is it Rosenstrike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Shamil? He just got knocked out by fucking Dawkins.
Yeah.
Like 3 times in one fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I went. I mean, you got Volkov. Who's Volkov fighting?
Does
somebody?
Aspinall have a fight?
Oh. You ever watch that thing with MMA on Point with Aspinall's like playing beer pong and talking about all the top 10 heavyweights? It's really cool. If you haven't watched it, shout out to MMA on Point. Tom Aspinall is sitting there. They have these different cups like beer pong style. He's got to throw them in, and if they go in, he talks about all the top heavyweights and how he would fight them, what he thinks about them. It's really cool.
Is there anybody he's scared of?
No. He's talked about his dream fight is Stipe. And he was very like complimentary of all the fighters. Just talking about all of them. He's really good, cool.
Maybe we get Dawkins Aspinall. Oh,
That
he's
might
confirmed fighting Shamil Abdurakhmanov. Aspinall.
Oh, he's gonna put him to fucking sleep.
Fight night, March 19th.
He's putting him the fuck out. I mean, that's why. I mean, Tuivasa, like all these guys, they're all fighting. Who's Volkov fighting? That I mean, now it makes a lot of sense why he's fighting Derek Lewis. They're all booked. Everyone ahead of him is booked.
Yeah. Well, the card is going to be pretty great with this, and then the Izzy fight is on the same card. So.
And this was the fight that Bam Bam wanted. I'll tell you what, if Tuivasa is able to fucking...
He doesn't have a fight. Volkov doesn't have a fight.
If Tuivasa is able to fucking... He's beat Tybora, right, in that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so if Tuivasa loses, then he fights...
Dawkins,
right?
You got to. But, if he wins, he's right up there in the title picture.
Yeah.
Right.
He puts his name up there. Maybe fight us. What the fuck is Stipe? Stipe retire or fight somebody?
Didn't he say he wanted to fight for the title?
He's not going to fight for Stipe. You're not going to. The next
Maybe
title
he's waiting on Jones.
The next title fight is going to be Jones.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. It's John Jones in July.
Those two could fight.
It's going to be the winner of Gunn and Francis versus John Jones in July. Set it right here. Prediction right here, right now. International Fight Week, right? It's the 4th of July weekend. They always do a big card. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, Bam Bam probably goes in that night.
We got Buddy Hamzat and Gilbert Burns.
This is a fun one.
273.
This is going to tell us a lot right here.
We talked about Hamzat maybe getting the title. If he beats Gilbert Burns.
And impressively?
I think if he just wins the fight. Because he's going to go and shoot it on Gilbert Burns, but do you really want to go to the floor of Gilbert Burns? But I think Gilbert Burns can hang in there with everybody. I guarantee he can tap Chimaev if he catches him the right thing.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
So I mean, this is a really fun fight. If it stays in the feet, Hamzat's going to put him out though. If this ends up being a standing,
We just haven't seen enough of Hamzat striking.
I saw
other than GM3, that's it.
But he doesn't get hit.
Yeah.
And Burns is small. Hamzat is big.
That's the thing is because Hamzat can fight middleweight.
Right.
Burns can fight lightweight.
Right.
So that's 2 weight classes between these two guys.
And Hamzat's got the fucking power.
Yeah.
Like we saw Burns get knocked out by a jab by Usman, and I think Hamzat looks bigger than fucking Usman. He's definitely like fucking longer. Get that whiplash effect. I think.
You could see though, like Burns getting comfortable off his back or something, and Chimaev just top control.
That's probably good. No,
imagine
it's not going to be a main event.
Could you imagine he chokes him?
UFC 273. Well, yeah. I mean, that's probably
a co-main
card. Yeah,
definitely co-main. So it could go decision. I don't think it would go 5 rounds. It could go 3 rounds of some fucking. This could end up being a fucking dud fight too, as far as just laying on the fucking mats in this fight as well. Because Burns can play defensive grappling because Hamzat shoots it on, takes it down early, but Burns plays guard a lot, and Hamzat can't really break his guard, or he wants to be careful with it. This could end up being a fucking dud, dude. This has dud possibility for sure. I like Hamzat. I like Hamzat versus anybody. You put Hamzat against Francis.
What happens if Hamzat loses though? Can he bounce back?
Oh yeah, I mean that's one loss. If I don't know about him personally,
or is it the hype train done?
No, I don't think. I mean,
depends on how he loses and how quick.
I don't know. Sean O'Malley's still standing around. Yeah. He fucking lost first
round. But he lost to an injury.
Apparently, right? That's I don't get me started. Fucking Izzy lost decisively. I mean, like losses are lost. Everyone gets one loss. Like again, I don't think fucking Chris Dawkins is done. You lost. You go. You react. You come back and you go. It's one loss. It's and I think a loss wouldn't be the worst thing either. Just because he's young, you learn a new tool. He thinks he's invincible right now, which he kind of fucking seems like he is. So it just means he jumped up too quick. And then the hype train calms down a little bit. He doesn't really get the push that he does, but Yeah, one loss in MMA is not like in boxing. In boxing, you're fucking pretty much done.
All right, we got Rosenstrike versus Tybora.
That's probably a boring fight.
I think Tybora wins this fight.
Yeah, I mean, we've shown that Rosenstrike can't deal with these grapplers and being pressed against the cage.
He's the lowest volume other than Lewis.
He can knock you out, but God, dude, he's
he
can't get off the cage.
He can't knock you out if you don't throw a fucking strike. And like we like the Gon fight, and who was he fighting? Who knocked him out? Derek Lewis, was it? No, Blades. Blades is fucking grapple fucked him. It was, and I think I could see Tybora doing that same route like Curtis Blades did, and just totally.
Yeah, I think he's gonna push him against the cage, get him down. It's gonna be
and just wear him out.
He'll get tired. He won't be able to. Yeah.
Well, this is the Dariush Makachev is going to be on this card too.
When is that fight actually? When is this?
February.
Okay,
26. End of February. This is right after the fight we just talked about. So.
Yeah, I'm in. I mean, it's a good fight. You know, I'm low on Rosenstrike though.
Yeah,
I love the
bastard.
I don't think he's UFC level.
I think he ekes out a decision. I think Rosenstrike might.
Rosenstrike can't win a decision. No way.
No, he might get a knockout.
He might get a knockout, but he ain't gonna decision type.
I see Tybura doing a lot what he did to fucking Greg Hardy and laying on him, wearing him out.
Yeah.
Remember I complained about that fight when he lay on top of Greg Hardy for 2 minutes, doing nothing. But yeah, I think Tybura gets this shit done by decision. We're not gonna be too excited about this fight. Yeah. There'll be another one where I'm like, what the fuck, man? They should fucking change the rules. Stand them up.
All right, one more. We got, I don't know if you was chatted about this a little bit
before.
Choke
yourself.
Yeah,
Kill
Usman
yourself.
came out and said he had a few too many drinks and posted on
like
Instagram. Better yet, kill yourself. Have fun watching my life, not yours. Choke yourself. It's me saying it now. Choke yourself. For the rest of my fans, my real fans, I love and appreciate you guys. I will always have. Will. I don't know. He just went on some weird little rant.
I mean, for like a guy who's obviously legit dangerous, he's like the least threatening guy in the world. Like when he talks crap, it's not intimidating at all. Like obviously, the guy's a world class fucking fighter, but like you just don't intimidate.
Yeah, you're the champion. You're like pretty much getting close to GOAT status. Why are you being so insecure about these trolls? Who gives a fuck? Right. Like you should be able to know this is coming. I
think it's also though coming down to him trying to play the roles now.
I mean, it could be that too. Like Colby's so popular, and all he does is lose and talk shit.
Yeah. But you can also be popular
and badly too,
by being the face. Like you need a baby face and you need heels, right? You can be the baby face. You kind of play that. You're more of a baby face type.
Yeah.
You can get people to cheer for you. You got your daughter in there in the cage with you. You're a fucking nice dude.
You got Africa on your back.
Man, you're just you can play that baby face. So like kind of like Francis kind of going heel a little bit for this fight.
Yeah.
But you can be the good guy and it'll work for you. That's more. I think that's more of his natural role too. Like Kobe, he needs to play the heel. That's what he's meant to do.
Yeah.
Although he's gonna flip. Watch. One day something's gonna happen where Kobe's like, okay, I'm done doing this. I'm not getting the same buzz. He's gonna flip over and watch be the most fucking loved fighter. He'll be like Robbie Lawler or the Diaz brothers. Like watch when he's gonna do that flip and he's gonna be the biggest fucking.
This is the most recent thing. Like Usman and I need to fight 7 times.
Yeah, best out of 7. He'll be like a world championship. What did he also say about
best of 7?
He said about him and George Masvidal for the battle for Trump's favorite fighter.
Oh yeah, he just called him out, didn't he?
Yeah,
called out.
That's gonna be tough. Another prediction. That's gonna be tough.
Well, Masvidal,
God, that'll be great reality TV.
I don't know. Oh, I think maybe they'd be. What is that? What's the tough season?
That's what I'm saying. The coaches. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
way better than Volkanovski and Ortega.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'd watch that one.
Yeah, that would be good.
I'd definitely try to watch that one. But yeah, I mean, plus, but on the flip side though, if Usman was just drunk, picked up the phone and just said some shit he shouldn't have said, that could happen too. Could you imagine like being a guy at somebody that level? Where like imagine pushing you get your push notifications. Could you imagine their fucking shit? Like they click open their Twitter and they see like 9,000 comments.
Right. Yeah, where do you start? I'd be overwhelmed.
If you just happen to see that one and it gets fucking
I'd imagine they have somebody hired to do that. Like sort through all this shit.
Yeah, it's fucking Ali.
Reply to it.
it's most of the time it's Ali.
Right. Well, that wraps up this week within the card, and we'll be back next week to
recap,
and then what's the next fight after that?
A couple weeks, isn't it?
No, it's another fight night, right?
There's not as many to start.
Oh, it's Nagano gone. Oh shit.
Yeah, a couple weeks. No, 2 weeks.
Next weekend.
No, there's 2 weeks break after that, right?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
No, it's a 1 week break.
No, you have
the
15th,
22nd,
the 29th, and then the 5th.
to February 5th.
Hermanson versus.
So you won't have one on the 29th, but you'll have one on the 5th. So it's
Right.
just a 1 week in between.
Yeah.
For sure. So
We're not doing our every week yet. We haven't hit that stretch yet. I think there's going to be 43 cards this year or something like that. So there's going to be a few weeks off. But yeah, pay-per-view time. Maybe a live stream. Maybe a fight companion for that one.
maybe.
I'm always down.
Big heavyweight fight. Start the year off right. Have some party in here. I'll dress stupid.
Fresh, clean booty hole.
We'll
maybe.
get maybe. We gotta figure out the logistics of the booty hole. It's gonna get cleaned out. I'm gonna take care of it.
What do you mean? It's between the cheeks, behind the taint. What's the logistics to it?
Of how we're gonna film it. Like I'll go do it right now, but if I don't get filmed, it's not working.
I gotta
right?
figure out the directions to my asshole.
To your nutsack.
Hey, you're the one talking about you want to get the shots in, like
I want to get the shots, but I don't. I
like Jack Horner, fucking Boogie Nights over here, fucking
I'm gonna
Burt
get the
Reynolds.
shots in the booty hole.
balls or ass.
I was just going.
Yeah, he's gonna have a little fucking bandana around his neck while he's filming. Looking like Burt Reynolds and Boogie Nights.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Whoop,
Later.
whoop.
I'm gonna go piss real quick. We're doing these fights of the year and shit, right?